I drool. I drool in my sleep so much. If you're new here, hi, my name is Miss Megan. Get ready with me. My sister and I are going to the Toronto Oddities and Curiosities Expo today. So if you want to see how I did this makeup, please keep on watching. All I did was wake up and then like curl and fix my hair. My sister and I are going to the Toronto Oddities and Curiosities Expo, which I'm actually really excited about. I hope there's like something weird that I can get. The lip that I want to wear, I almost don't even want to put makeup on. Like I was just gonna go with nothing, but then I'm like, no, make a video. Nectar of the gods. You saw on TikTok the lip that I did about tinting your lip colors darker. So I'm gonna do that lip today. I think I just want like a really hazy gray like wrap around my eye. I just have so many different colors I could use. I could use the Whitney palette. I could use the Bailey SARIAN palette. Some mauve colors. I could use my Hip Dot palette. It's so crazy. So my sister and I talk about this all the time. My sister's younger than me. If you didn't grow up in the like MySpace emo era, which I'm still in, I'm never gonna leave. It's my mind, body, and soul. And like that music scene and that music culture, life seems so boring if you're not part of it. And like to further that, people who like that kind of thing, like heavy music, emo pop culture, horror movies, like the macabre, like all of that, it's so crazy to me that someone like me sees literal beauty in it. Like I see the art and the beauty behind it and I'm like, oh, it's stunning. And then there's people like, oh my God, that's so revolting. Like I could never look at that. It's just so crazy. Like the creepier and the weird something is, the more I'm in love with it. And I was having this conversation about Sleep Token with my friend that like, I'm so obsessed with them because looking and seeing the like art behind it, the visuals, how things connect, and that somebody, like how they came up with that. Like I'm appreciating your art. And that's just always how I've been. And it's just, I can't believe there's people who walk around that aren't like that. Like American Horror Story, the most stunning. I feel like that's a really good example of blending beauty and macabre and horror like all together. I'm so obsessed with Lady Gaga too, because the art and the weirdness and everything behind it and everything she ever dressed like. I'm gonna use this as my base. This is the Twisted Brown from Gosh. Well, I could have also used Taylor Gray Paint Pot. It's fine. When you listen to metal, rock, punk, hardcore, like whatever it is, when you listen to that, you have so many artists you love that are usually always on tour. And I live in the city, so they're all, like, it's always here. So, I mean, pre-2020, I had shows like concerts like once a week versus somebody like, I'm always gonna be a hater, versus somebody that like listens to Drake and you get to go see his concert maybe like what, once a year, once every 2 years. I don't know, I'm a hater. No, I just think this scene is so much cooler. And I find the reason I'm a little bit more of a hater now than I was before was because anybody who's given me troubles on the internet have never been one of us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I say this consistently. I'm here for the alt girlies. I'm here for the people that want to experiment with stuff, that don't do things that are within like beauty trends, like all of that. That's what I'm here for. So if you are not here for that and you're trying to give me flack, I'm not a nice person. No, I don't want to buy your Summer Friday lip balm. So the L is silent. I'm taking Cozy Gray and I'm just gonna buff over top of that. I bought this new lip balm. I panic. God, I love espresso. I'm just thinking about how I want to take another sip. Don't take offense if you're not part of that community. I can tell who's here for a good time. This is also my hill to die on, is people that listen to like metal, rock, punk, hardcore, all of that, usually have a really wide range of stuff that they listen to, where I find somebody who listens to like just pop, like listens to only just pop. So how are you gonna talk to me about anything. I'm playing jazz music when I don't feel like listening to anything else. Yeah, see, I love that. This is like, to my other video's point, this is like an everyday eye for me. It's gray. And I'm gonna try to avoid, I'm gonna take a little bit of sandstone on the outsides, but I don't really wanna have any, oh, print maybe could show up. You know what would look cool though? But don't get offended if you're like the total polar opposite of me. If you're here for a good time and you just wanna see cool makeup and be inspired, obviously the space is for everybody. But I know you know what I'm saying. This color here, kerosene. Am I going too far with that? I'm gonna sandwich it. I'm gonna put this and then more of cozy gray over top. I went a little far with it. It kind of went away from what I wanted, but I like to know that it's there. And I saw, it's funny because I saw this post. I kind of wish I didn't do the blue. It's okay, I can fix it. I saw this post was like, the more time I spend online, the more I realize that people have never left high school. And it's so true. So I just think about, you know, being an outsider. I wasn't even an outsider in high school. Just being someone who was different. I mean, there was like 3 people in my high school that liked what I liked. There we go. Surely in my home on the internet, you're either gonna be forced to like what I like or you're gonna go away. Okay, I feel good. I feel good. And it's that same thing too, like just because, you know, I wear a certain style of makeup, in my experience, it doesn't matter because I can execute anything on someone else. Like look at Pat McGrath, for example. She never wears makeup when she's doing makeup, but she does the most beautiful makeup. And okay, I really like that. I feel like I just want one little, so do you see how adding that blue in to cover it made more separation between the crease and the lid color? So more cozy gray. You can always fix your mistakes. I think maybe I'll just do print under the eye. Oh, let's use that pencil I bought. Okay, I don't even know what time it is. Probably. This is slate. No, it's not. This is slate, but I'm not gonna use that. Oh, smoke's gonna be more blue. This is smoke from, I got it at the Makeup Shack. Actually, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna put this on the waterline. We'll align with this. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll smudge with whatever is on here into it. Gosh, you can still buy in some Walmarts. It was so crazy. I had made a video on TikTok about Gosh product and they ended up sending me a lot of their new launches at the time. A lot of it was good. I used to have those little like Gosh little pigment things because in Canada it was at Shoppers Drug Mart. It was like the coolest. It was the most artistry looking brand in Shoppers Drug Mart. I used to blend out underneath the eye. My eyes look brown for a second. I'm just so unapologetically myself. Like I've always been this way and I just want people to be that way as well. Okay, I do need to add some black because it just looks like the eye is, it's not sitting right. Melt liner, obviously. And a tight line mainly. Maybe a little, yeah. A little smidge on the outer corner. I don't know if I'll put footage on YouTube from the convention because honestly, it's really hard to record horizontal in public. It makes me feel so awkward. But like from a TikTok perspective, it doesn't. So I'm just darkening like the inside of the eye. I'm not trying to make the black look like it's deliberately there. It's just to help with the shape. And then I'm gonna do mascara and then judge the eye. Oh, I didn't put Serumizer on. Okay, hold on. Did I spray Magic Radiance at the beginning of this video? I don't think so. I got mascara everywhere. I'm gonna do Magic Radiance because I don't feel like my face being that wet right now. I'm just trying to scrape the edges of what. I forgot that this happens. Let me just stick something down in here. I'm going to open a new one after today. So I might as well go to town. I just want like a little squeegee tool to like get in here. Okay, Dunzo. Extended play on the bottoms. Bottom lash mascara is really when an eye look starts to come together. Oh, you know what would have been a cool color to use today? The Mob Beauty Tattoo ink color. It's fine. Taking a little bit of Omega right in here. And then I'm gonna take a touch of print and Omega mixed together. And I'm just gonna lift the crease a little bit. Yeah, sometimes it just needs that little bit extra something. I'm gonna hope that these lashes work. My other ones, garbage. They didn't make it. They didn't make it. Like literally, I need to show you something. This is a coaster that I got in London. These are my lashes. They've been sitting here for probably a week and a half. This is the insert for the microphone that I have. This is how I store my lashes. And I hope that when I go to use them that they're both still there and it's not stuck to something else. I don't take care of them. You guys have been bamboozled into purchasing cheap lashes that fall apart versus one pair that's gonna last you longer. I just pinch to get the glue off. So do you see? It's just a pinch and a pull. I don't need to put makeup remover or cleansing oil to break that down. And if I can see that like one of the hairs is starting to, one of the lash thingies is starting to come off, that's when I know it's starting to fall apart. I don't soak them in alcohol. I don't wash them. You don't put mascara on them. That's gonna ruin their longevity. Alcohol, soaking them in alcohol never gets them back to their proper shape. It's like fabric softener. Like you can use fabric softener on your clothes, but in the long run, you're softening the fabric. The structure of it is gonna fall apart eventually. I've only ever worn MAC lashes. I've obviously tried like Ardell's and things like that. I find when the bands, like this band is fairly thin. It's not like those invisible band ones, but it still has a lot of movement to it. Those ones that have like a super invisible band, they're really hard to work with. They fall apart really fast because that's the whole structure. The band is the structure of the lash. I'm gonna have to open a new lash glue too. I love finishing product. I love it. Katie and Kayla showed me this trick last night. I just did it. Rolling this excess skin onto the lash band, A, to help camouflage it, and B, it stretches out the skin on the lid so it looks a little bit smoother. So if you had like lashes that didn't stick or extra skin on the eye, you like do this. It's so funny to watch it stick. And it's gonna feel more secure and stay better. And it like camouflages the band on its own. Wow, they'd be so proud of me. Guys, I just have to remember that that's how I put them on so I don't, I mean like I'll tear them off, but I'm gonna go, something is not even here. I need to close the eye a little bit. I can decide if I wanna add black once the skin is done. I'm leaving the eyes like that. I'm so lazy, I don't wanna do this. Oh my God, okay. I didn't film my skin yesterday and I loved it. I loved it. I was like, something's been missing on my skin yesterday, and it was highlight, but not powder highlight. I'm a like liquid or cream highlighter person. So I'm gonna show you what I did because I was so very obsessed with it. Oh yeah, nice thick base. I forgot to tan last night. I don't really care. I mix moisturizer and like face and body or moisturizer and the Sally Hansen leg spray to bring the tanner up because I'm always sanitizing my hands. So my tanner never stays. I just want to be extra shiny, extra glossy, extra glowy. So Steer Radiance Primer, and I did this in this area, and I did a little on my forehead. This is how I like glass looking skin. That's what I did. I still underpainted with the Makeup by Mario. Once I finish this, then I'll go back in and open an NC60 Soft Matte Foundation Stick. I just finished one. So I want to finish this and then I'll open a new one. Lay this down. Nose. I went a little bit heavier too. This is how I do my makeup in like real time, like the speed. So lip here, under here. I'm gonna go in the second amount. Okay, base, layer, underpainting. And obviously Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. I think I did more. I think I said light 4 the other day, but it's actually light 2. And I think my ratio was more light 2 than medium 2. I think it was something like that. Mix it together, press it on and around, bring it around town, bring it around the cream work. Then I started building my cheek up a little bit more. So I went into this shade here and I just built up the depth because I used to go really heavy in this area. So I'm not seeing it anymore. It doesn't always feel like my skin. Then I'm gonna take these lighter pinks and we're putting Studio Fix Tech basically over top of this. So you can always go heavier in these scenarios. Studio Fix Tech, my baby, in this area. Clean up around here. And I need to make sure that this looks good. Okay, base done. Well, part 1, okay? We put those colors down so we know that it's there. And then I don't have to rely so heavily on the powder product to do its job. C8 to add more shape and color. Love it, lock it in. Nice and juicy. That's the goal. Okay, this needs to get off of my face. More blush. More passion, more energy, more footwork. Taking the darker pink. And keep in mind, because these are creams, they layer together and they mix. They don't sit on top of each other. So it's not creating more texture on the skin. It's just altering the color. Okay, stunning for now. Bright Forecast under the eye. Fluffy, small powder brush. Push this in. So yeah, once you do your concealer, your eye makeup shows a little bit more. And that's when you can decide if you actually want it to go darker. Had I gone darker beforehand, I wouldn't have liked it. Okay, stunning. House Labs concealer. This is for more coverage and lightness and shaping the face. This one's almost done too. I work dark to light, so basically the House Labs concealer is more so my actual like skin tone, but I like to build depth dark to light. I want my darkest colors sitting under the skin and my lightest colors sitting on top. Remember when I did that amazing contour the other day? Global Glow, obviously, and my nose. Yeah, that, my nose being bronzed that is what makes it look like Miss Megan skin. I'm gonna use Honey Thief blush today, just because it's got a little bit of like there's like a little bit of brown in it. Love it, lock it in. Because again, we're building depth and dimension on the face. Look at that. Okay, and then Humor Me has been my contour color lately, and I love it. Like, I've worn it obviously as blush, but I think because of its really soft formula, the way that it kind of melts into the skin as a contour on me is stuns. Then I whipped out this bad boy. Stargazer. What are these called? Digital liquid highlights. So I work it into my hand, and then I wanna that is Miss Megan skin, and it's been missing for a really long time. I have all the colors, and like Melt does some beautiful, like rich, deep tones. Like the dark versions of these, and their bronzers are so good. Yeah, that's Miss Megan skin. I have missed you. Love it, lock it in. Let that sit. Translucent powder, bottom to top. So you still get, even if you were to leave it and not do it in the way that I do it, you have the glow in the right areas. Dust it away because we don't want it. Love it, lock it in. My favorite step, C2 Studio Fix powder under the eye for more brightness and coverage. And I just take like a little extra around the mouth. I'm gonna do my brows. We're also gonna go to a record store after. I just can't remember the name of it. My favorite in the city is Sonic Boom or Pop Music. Sonic Boom, you can get like old stuff. Pop Music is fairly just all new ones. I've gone to K-pop records, and I went to 2 different locations, and I don't really love it. The vibes are not for me. And I love it, lock it in. And now the lip. Stone, obviously. And then Creme de Nude, which is not really a color that I wear. For a color that's this tone, I don't want it to be a cream sheen formula. That's really what it is. Like, it's pretty, but I need to have more. And then Jet Square Pumpkin Gloss Stick to make it like a gray. So it's tinting it darker. And no, it doesn't look like blankety. Even if it can carry the same energy, because that's one color and it's a stronger pigmented formula, it's just never gonna read the same. I'm vibing with this. I love it. This is a vibe. I'm into it. Just take a body cream and I'll put it on my arm like this. And then this is the Sally Hansen leg spray. I have lived and died by this for years. And then I'll just rub it, because it's a waterproof formula too. A little extra. Sometimes I use face and body, and then my tan comes back to life. So it's really subtle. And it's just fast for me when I start to lose the color on my hands. I don't know what it is. And I use this, tanner sticks to like my arms, my legs, my body. It will not stick to my chest, and it doesn't stay on my hands. I'll always travel with it too, in case, you never know, you just get like a blotchy part of your tan that's missing around the ankles and stuff. I always miss those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Let me know what your favorite horror movie is. Mine, I am a Texas Chainsaw Massacre girly. And then I love Hereditary so much. This is my chainsaw. Oh, and I love Terrifier. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hereditary, Terrifier. Top 3. I like so many movies. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, all under the same name, at Miss Megan Robinson. Check out TikTok. Maybe I have footage from the convention there. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.